Hello and welcome back to another Zip Fit Hit and another one of my lunchtime workouts. Today we're going to be doing a beginner workout. I'm going to start with a 5-minute warm-up and then we're going to move on to the main set. In total it comes to about 30 minutes this workout. If you've got any medical conditions or injuries, please consult your doctor before doing these and we'll get started. Okay, so welcome if this is your first Zip Fit Hit. My name is Christopher Smith, founder of Zip Fit Club, and my mission is to try and get office workers away from their desks to do short, fast and effective workouts. Okay, so very slight bend in your knees, open up your chest, and then big circles going around. So we're going to start with a 5-minute warm-up, and then we're going to move on to the main set, which is broken down into 4 rounds, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and going backwards. With that same arm, just mobilising the shoulders. Okay, swapping arms over to the other side, same again. Going round. So we're just trying to prepare the body for some exercise. So that means moving the body in different directions, getting the heart rate up, getting the muscles nice and warm, and preloading the muscles. Okay, from there just going into a few shoulder rolls. Going up and round. Okay, and then lift your arms up to here. You're going to rotate your upper body but keep your hips locked in position. So go around one way, back to the centre, and then round the other way. So you're turning your spine on its axis. Don't try and force this movement. Just going to go around a few inches one way and around the other way, keeping your hips locked. Okay, have a little jog on the spot. Sorry for the airplane interference. Okay, and into a push-up, mid-air push-up. Reaching forward, stretching out your chest and your back. And into a shoulder press now, so up towards the sky, reaching up above your head. Okay, feet a bit further apart again, and this time swing your arms across your body, so stretch out your chest and your back. So you should feel a pull up near your armpit and round the back of your body. Okay, lifting your knees up a little bit higher than normal. Just getting the heart rate up a little bit and warming up your hip flexors and calves. Keep doing that for another 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay, wider legs, and you're going to transfer your weight across from one side over to the other. So push your bottom backwards so you're feeling that pull through your inside legs. Keep it moving, keep it dynamic, and push from the heel to try and activate your glutes, your bottom muscles. Okay, keep doing that for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your feet in and then kicking your bottom for the next one. Eyes looking forward, kicking your glutes. So dynamic stretch of the quads. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, jumping jacks. So bring your feet together. Eyes looking forward, arms by your side, and out and in. Do 10 of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sitting down into squat. Make sure your toes are in line, feet shoulder width. You're going to sit back into the squat. So sit back and then push back up. So sit down and push. Sit down, push. So just trying to mobilise the hip area, activate your quads and your glutes, bottom muscles again. That's 5 more. 6, breathe in on the way down. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. feet shoulder width, you're going to drop down into a squat, and then crawl out into a push-up. So you bend here, you're going to crawl forward, keeping your hips as stable as you can. Take your time. You get to this position, apply a bit of pressure, so push down into the ground, and then do 10 hill climbs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That just activates your abdominal muscles. Now drop to your knees, cross over your ankles, eyes looking forward. Now you're going to drop down into the push-up. So breathe in as you come down, breathe out as you lift, halfway down and back up. So halfway down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in on the way down. 5. Breathe out as you lift. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, back up into full push-up. Crawl back in onto your heel and stand up. Okay, that is the end of the warm-up. So we're moving on to the main set now. We've got 4 rounds of exercise, moving around the body, so we're not always just focusing on one muscle group. Round 1 is squats, push-ups on your knees, high knees, or you can march on the spot, and then a boxing motion. So we're doing boxing like so, and then swapping halfway, so we're getting your arms going. You do all 4 exercises, 20 seconds of work with a 20-second rest, and at the end of those 4 you go and repeat the same 4 exercises. So we repeat round 1 twice, and then we move on to round 2. Okay, so starting off with squats. Really trying to focus on the technique. Don't worry too much about the speed right now, just try to get these exercises right, so we're building up a solid foundation for intermediate and advanced workouts. So we're trying to build up a nice solid core stability, lots of stability. Okay, so getting ready. Squats to begin with. 3, 2, 1, and sit down into the squat, push back up. So sit down, push. Keep a slight bend in your knees as you come up, and then drive from the heel. So come down and push. Don't worry too much about the depth of the squat. So sit back and push. Sit back and push. Okay, going down to push-up position. So you're going to do a pelvic tilt, so drop to your knees, wrists underneath your shoulders. You're going to sway one way, sway the other way, mid-position, and then walk forward. See here, going in 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop down. So leading with the chest, brace your abdominal muscles, keeping your chin tucked in. So when I say straight back, there are natural curves that come through the back. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, have a stand up. As I said to you before, you can do a march if you want, a fast march if you're not up for running yet, or you're going to go for high knees, lifting your knees up. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker, but you can definitely do the march if you want to. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so lifting your knees up. So warming up, and now starting to sweat in this heat. Okay, high your arms and legs, 20 seconds of high knees, and then we're going to move on to some boxing. So this next one, you start in this position, side, so pelvis square, but you're going to be just doing punches like so, okay? So fast punches, and then at 10 seconds we're going to swap and do the other side. Okay, so looking forward, leading with the left arm, so punch, punch. So just punching forward, put your hips into it as well. So we're just doing 10 seconds, and swap up to the other side. So punching. Okay, now we go back to the squats again. So we repeat the squats. So really focus on your technique here. You're going to sit back, push up using your glutes. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so sit down, push. you've got to consciously think about using your bottom muscles. Try to keep your upper body as upright as you can. You may find yourself leaning forward a little bit. That sometimes can't be helped if you've got tight hip flexors. But try and sit back if you can. Imagine you've got a chair behind you. Okay, back to your push-ups again. So you're going to be down here. The reason I say do a pelvic sway is to get yourself into a neutral position. So you're here and then sway one way, that's one extreme. Sway the other way, mid position, walk forward. Engage your abs, eyes looking forward, drop down, breathe in, on the way down, breathe out as you lift. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, you should have felt that in your triceps, chest, shoulders. Back to your high knees again, and then we go back to the boxing before we move on to round 2. Okay, high knees again. Try and get a bit of speed up if you can. Remember, the idea of HIIT training is to get the heart rate up. If you find marching too easy, then have a go at just bringing your knees up. And then power your arms and legs. And then obviously you can pick up the speed on that, you can really hit this hard. Okay, let's start on the other side this time. So you're in a kind of square position, foot 45 degrees, and then you're trying to put your hips into it as well. So you're punching, so here, hands up here, like you're about to guard, and then punch. 2, 1, and go. So punch, punch. Again, try and get a bit of speed up. Keep up the breathing. Okay, swap. And punch, 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 punch. Okay, we move straight on to round 2. Starting off with wide angle squats. Feet 45 degrees, so your toes are in line. Then we move on to front plank, lateral hops, hill climbers. So, working your inside legs. 2, 1, and go. So sit down and up. Sit down and up. So you remember, all of these workouts, they have the cumulative effect. Once you start to get to a few rounds later on, you'll start to feel this in your muscles. So come down through the heel. Okay, front plank next. Dropping down. You're going to be elbows directly underneath your shoulders and wrists. So you're in this position. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now if this is too hard for you, you can drop to your knees if you want to. So engage your abs, lengthen out your body, push down through your elbows to protract your shoulder blades. That brings them in towards the chest wall. And hold. Okay, should have felt that through your abs. The next one's very good for building up stability around your ankles and your hips. You can start small if you want, so you can just do little jumps across, or if you're feeling a bit more confident and the fitness levels have gone up, then jump a bit further. Okay, so you start on one leg, on your tiptoe, eyes looking forward, and jump. Jump across. So I talked about stability before. This is very good for building up stability around your ankles and hips, and therefore you don't end up with as many problems around your knees if you've got that stability. Okay, and then you're going to move on to hill climbers. Gosh, it's warm. Okay, body weight over your arms. So you're in this position, do your pelvic sway one way, the other way, mid position, take your legs back, slow hill climbers. So knee in, knee out. Apply pressure, push down into the ground. I try to push the ground away from you. Okay, Okay, we go back and repeat the wide angle squat. Okay, so feet 45 degrees again. Wide legs, toes in line. Just taking your time. We're joining. 3, 2, 1, and goes down and up. Keep a slight bend in your knees when you come up. Sorry, I'm not talking to myself there. My daughter came down to take a peep. Although I'm known for talking to myself. Okay, back to front plank again. I hope you're managing to do these. Remember, if you've got any problems with any of these exercises or you don't understand them, send me an email. chris@sitfitclub.co.uk and I'll happily answer your questions. Okay, coming down, lengthen your body and go. So you can do this on your knees, remember. Still has the same effect, not quite as intense, but that depends on what level of ability you are. So lengthen your body. Pull your hip bones towards each other and squeeze your lower abs. Okay, back to lateral hops, then hill climbers, then we go on to round 3. So same again, starting here, pelvis square. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So hop across. So you notice that it's like I'm coming down into a single leg squat. Drive from the heel, keep your upper body upright. You're always focusing on the posture, on your posture. Come across. Okay, well done. Okay, hill climbers. So dropping down. If you're not ready for hill climbers yet and it's a bit too tough, just go to a static push-up but full position and just hold that. Okay, so body weight over your arms again. Apply pressure, push into the ground, eyes looking slightly forward, in, out. Okay, I hope you're managing to keep up. We're moving on to round 3, squat to balance, single leg balance. So toes here, you're going to sit down into the squat, you're going to push, it's a lateral movement, so you can push to the side, you come up, very brief pause, put your foot down, and then swap. Okay, so coming down, push. You should, it's subtle, but you should feel it in your glutes a little bit. And then sit down and push. Put your foot down, sit down, and push. Okay, after this we've got side plank on each side, doing it on your knees, and then we've got clock, and then sit-ups. So get ready for this. Use this 20 seconds wisely. So elbow underneath your shoulders, you're in this position, thighs parallel, so straight line here. Engage your abs, you're going to lift, drive your hips up, 90 degrees at the knee on the bottom leg, and lift. So hold in there. And just push your hips up a bit and you should feel a contraction down the side of your body here. Head back, stretch out your body. So hold in there. 2, 1, and change. Over to the other side, same again. So this bottom leg, you're bent at 90 degrees here, so this knee is in contact with the ground all the time. That just gives you a bit more stability. As you progress, you can go up into full side plank. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and lift. So head back. So you should feel this around your shoulders. You hopefully won't be feeling any pain there. If you are, you perhaps got your shoulder in the wrong position. So just adjust that accordingly. Push the hips up. Press your abdominal muscles. And hold. Stop a minute. Okay, so you're moving on to clock or compass. You're standing in the middle of compass. You're going to jump forwards, north, back to the centre, east, back to the centre, back to the centre, left. So you're going to go like that, always returning. Okay, 2, 1, and go. So forwards, side, back, left, forwards, side, back, left, forwards, side, back, left, forwards, side, back, left, forwards, side, back, left. Okay, sit-ups. Now I'm not worried about how many you do of these, I just want you to get the technique right. So ankles, knees and hips in line. Lie with your back on the floor, do a slight pelvic tilt, engage your lower abs, interlock your fingers, start here with your head just a couple of inches up, and you're going to pull with your abs and then lower yourself down under control. And then pull with your abs, lower yourself down. The movement comes from here. You're lifting up. That is certainly one to practice. Forget the old school sit-ups where you fling yourself up off the ground. That's a no-go. You're just going to damage your back doing that. So, but it's good to really try and engage here. Okay, squat to bounce. 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Come on. Sit down. So there. Come up. You can go a little bit quicker if you want to. If you want to get the heart rate up a little bit more. But just focus on technique first, speed second. Okay, side plank again. Remember, take your time with these exercises. It will get your heart rate up. There's lots to think about though, and it's really important you get these right. Okay, so elbow underneath, hand here, thighs parallel. You're going to drive your hips up. So drive your hips up, head back, engage your abs, arm in slightly the wrong position there. So hold that position, trying to strengthen up the side of your body. Core stability isn't just about your abdominals, your six-pack. It's about the stability you've got around your spine, your pelvis and your spine. So right angles, elbow underneath your shoulder, make sure that's directly underneath. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. So head back, push down through your forearm, don't just push through your elbow. And hold this wrist, this one, up in the air, above your shoulder. Or you can put it by your side if you want. Okay, back to clock, and then sit-ups, and then we're going to move on to the final round. So start here, feet shoulder width. Try and keep that same distance between your feet when you jump. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go forwards, side, back, left, forwards, side, back, left, and then you can get a bit of speed up if you want to, if you're feeling confident. Okay, back to the sit-ups. Yeah, pick out a few exercises from these workouts and just go away and have a little practice and start to build some strength up. Just see how many reps you can do before you reach overload. So same again, you've got that little pelvic tilt, head here, you're going to pull with your abs, so you're coming up, lower yourself down. So really try to make sure that you're pulling from your abdominal area and then lower yourself down. Okay, final round. And we are going to get the heart rate up a bit here. We've got jumping jacks, burpees, step lunges, monkey march. The burpees, up to you, you can do alternate legs or you can do double leg but there's no jump. Okay, we're starting with jumping jacks. So a bit more cardio intense this last round, alternate. So we've got round 4, going round twice again, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So get a bit of speed up now as well. So we've got this one, then burpees. Okay, burpees next. You can do the modified version, which is this: down, out, in, stand, alternate legs, or you're going to go down, out, in, stand up. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands, bend your knees, hands down underneath your shoulders, out, in, feet flat, stand. Down, out, in, stand. Feet flat. Okay, one more for good luck. Step lunges. So, feet hip width apart. Look straight forward. You're going to drop, bend that back leg, push from the heel, and then swap and push. Alternate legs, okay? 2, 1, and go. Step, bend, and push. So try and keep your pelvis square all the time. Slow it down on the way down. Push from the heel on the way back up. One more. Okay, monkeys. Feet shoulder width. We did this in the warm up. You're going to bend your knees, crawl out into the push up, crawl back in, stand up. Okay. 5 seconds. Take some deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. So crawl forward. Keep your hips stable. That's really key for abdominal activation. Crawl back in onto your heels. Stand up. Bend again. Crawl forward. It's a good full body workout, this one. Crawl back in onto your heel, stand. One more. Crawl back in, stand up. Okay, you're repeating those 4 exercises, then we stop and you have a stretch. Jumping jacks. Okay, try and push on through now. You can do this. 2, 1, out and in. We're nearly there. Brace your abdominal muscles. Okay, burpees. Remember, you can do the modified version. Feet shoulder width. You've got 3 exercises to go. I think you give yourself a bit of a pat on the back. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hands down, with back legs in, stand. Down, out, in, stand. So it's quite mechanical. Tiny pause, brace your abs, in, pause, stand up. Down, out, in. So trying to keep really nice and solid. Okay, step lunges then, monkeys. Feet, hip, shoulder, hip width, eyes looking forward. 2 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. So slow it down on the way down. Quick change over at the top. Keep the pelvis square, so not moving, twisting from side to side, and stopping there. Last exercise. Okay, so monkey march again. Feet shoulder width. After this we stop and rest. Okay, and 5 seconds. Last one, come on. 3, 2, 1, and go. So crawl out to this position, crawl back in, onto your heels, stand up. Drop again, crawl out, trying to keep those knees stable, you don't want your knees moving around. So really focus on that as you come down, looking slightly forward, keep your knees in a stable position, get out to the push-up, crawl back in and stand up. Okay, wherever you are, give yourself a round of applause. That is the end of the workout. Well, I hope you enjoyed that session. I certainly did. I do actually find it really nice just to strip it back to basics and give these sessions a go. You might think that I want to be doing advanced all the time. That's simply not the case. Actually, combining 3 means that I give my body a little bit of a break and can really focus on technique, because it's important that you go back to the basics and remind yourselves about those, even if you're working at a really high level. 3 advanced sessions a week is pretty challenging on the body. So if you've just kind of promoted yourself to advanced or intermediate and you're finding that doing 3 of those a week is a bit too much, then come back to the beginner level. These are just labels for me to be able to say to you, look, this is a good start position for you to go to beginners, and it gives you somewhere to go and progress to. And the advanced workouts, you can really hit it hard, but it's important that when you get there you've already mastered some of these exercises. So stick with it, just stick with the program. Feel comfortable in a certain zone before you start to move on. You don't always, and like some of these exercises today, like the high knees, you can hit that really hard if you want, and it's quite a safe exercise. Just remember to warm up first. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again soon. Keep at it. Remember, ideally 3 of these sessions a week, and you're going to start to see really good results. And like I said, mix and match. And if you've got an injury, definitely come back to some beginner sessions just to work on some stability. Okay, thank you very much. I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. My name's Christopher Smith. Thanks for joining another Zip Fit Hit, and take care and have a nice day.